Rob here. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when future videos are out. And in this video, I'm just going to take a very lax talk here about some news that I found out on the website marvelousnews.com that once again Hasbro is going to be raising the Marvel Legends action figure prices this year, even though we just had a price increase last year. So check this out. And what I really like is also I'm going to read some of the comments by the users and give my opinions on it, because I share very similar thoughts to what they say. So here we go. Let me just scroll here a little. It says here from JC on the website, he's gotten word from a few different sources that Hasbro is looking to increase the 6-inch Marvel Legends to $24.99. And that is before you factor taxes in, people, okay? So with taxes, you're going to pay almost $27 coming out of your pocket if you're paying cash, a figure. And it already jumped from $19.99 to $22.99 last year. And now it's jumping to just under $25. So here's the reality, okay? Before taxes, if you want to buy 6 figures to get the Build-A-Figure, let's say, you paid $120 to get 6 figures in the set. For those same 6 figures, you will pay not $120, $150. And that is before taxes to buy the set. You are literally paying $5 more, from $20 to $25. That is a 1/4 price increase of goods. 1/4 price. Now I know what you're going to say. You're going to say inflation, this and that. Yeah, I get it, okay? I understand that. But the issue is, at the end of the day, it's with tax, $27 just about going out of your pocket for one figure that used to be just under $22, with tax from the 1999 standpoint. So it is a $5 increase, literally, per figure, and that's not including the Build-A-Figure, people who have to get them all. So, what are your thoughts about that? What are your thoughts about the price increases? I noticed the Star Wars stuff, it really jumped. That was $19.99. It seems like it's jumped to $26 in many cases. And the Transformers is like really up there as well. They've jumped up in prices as well on the Transformers. But I'm really not sure what the standard price was on the figures. But I know they went over $50 when the figures used to be under $50 on some of the lines. And they even sold some figures in the $80 range for the Commander class, and it's or more. It's crazy prices. I noticed NECA also increased from their $29 range NECA. If you look at the new RoboCop, it's $35 or more. They're getting closer to $40. Anyway, if this is still recording and the audio is coming in okay, let me know. I'm just going to scroll down and read some comments of some stuff I do agree with, and from what users have said here, okay? Let me just try to find the first one that I really agree with, and I'm just going to scroll here. Alright. This is it, because I agree with this. This is from user Mike. When Marvel Legends started, they were around $8 or $9 a piece. I have had a lot of fun collecting over the years. Got the sets, all the variants in the beginning. Then the prices started to go up. Had to stop picking and choosing what I could afford. And he says that he's let go of and not bought any Eternals or Armadillo Wave, and that they have sucked all the fun out of it for me. I know there's a lot of you out there in the same boat. I agree that one of the aspects of collecting is when you feel like you're getting a good bargain, it makes you feel better. But when you feel like you're not getting such a good bargain, it takes it down a bit. You know what I'm saying? And you look at it, okay? Don't forget, a lot of those popular YouTubers, they're getting free copies of the figures from Hasbro themselves. They're literally giving it to them for free to get reviews. And of course, those guys on YouTube who get it first will always be praising the heck out of anything Hasbro does because they're getting free stuff. That's not how it is in my channel, man. I pay for every book and figure that I review out of my own money. Nobody's giving me stuff for free or cutting me discounts, okay? That's just the reality. And so I can give you an unbiased opinion and view because nobody in my reviews is giving me special treatment. Anyway, so that guy Mike was spot on about the fun aspect going out of it. This is another one here. This one is from Archangel. Here we go. If anything, I think the quality of Legends has gone down over the last 2 years. I can notice a huge difference in the product while they were working from home. The final products rarely look like the digital render. And then you got those faces like Sue Storm. The joints feel gummy, some quality control issues. The price has gone up 25%, but the quality has suffered while they were working at home. But, he said, with the Armored Spider-Man and Shocker are an indication, maybe they're stepping up their game again. We'll see. Here's another comment from Sentinel Liberty 41. He goes, "It sucks, but honestly, I feel like that's about what I average paying for them anyway. I'm really surprised $22.99 always felt like a placeholder. Still, Legends are the only toy line I collect, and they're cheaper than anything else I'm interested in outside of Marvel Comics." This one is from the Mad Bubbler. Yeah, quality has gone down. I'm not super optimistic, though, as the quality of Hasbro products has been steadily decreasing across the board, while prices continue to climb. I first noticed them using thinner, lower quality plastic with the Walmart exclusive Legends from the Avengers movie. I didn't notice that. I mean, this is his view. Is that true? And it's slowly gotten worse since. And there's quite a few in the comments. A lot of well-written comments of the stuff going on. If you're still listening to this, leave a like, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. But the price increase, I thought the $22.99 would be held for a couple of years, that this was the new standard for the foreseeable future. I didn't think it would go up to $24.99 at this point. But you want to know what? When you think about the last year, limited supplies, and there's trouble in all different regions with food, with production, and with manufacturing goods. If you notice it, what Hasbro has been doing in their releases the past couple of months is they've been double dipping, giving you the same figure with minor upgrades, making it a little better and selling it to you again. And these are figures that are not so old, that they've been out recently. Think about it. The Loki figure, they give you a new head sculpt and selling it to you again. They're selling you the White Vision figure, which was a mold made years ago. They put the retro-carded Scarlet Witch that was from the 3-pack. They changed the paint apps and sold it to you again. They are doing the retro G.I. Joe line, where they are giving you Lady J, a recent figure, Destro, the Baroness, and giving you the same exact figure again with new paint jobs. They are giving you the Wolverine with the animated look, with just a new head sculpt maybe, minor upgrade parts. And if you notice it, I mean, I want you to observe, if you follow the G.I. Joe brand classified, the Star Wars brand, and the Marvel Legends one, watch, as I'm speaking to you here making this video, watch how many this year will be new figures and new sculpts, and how many will be the same figure that they've released recently, just with a new paint job, a new head sculpt, a new part here or there, but 95% of the figure is the exact same mold that you had previously bought. And that's the issue, you know, it's like, it's total double dipping to the extreme. And because we're collectors and we want that new, better paint job, that new, better look, it makes your current figure basically useless and inferior to the new figure. You know what I'm saying there? It's like they make a sucker out of the audience, because look at all the G.I. Joe classified people who bought Destro, who bought the Baroness and paid aftermarket prices because she had the bike and it was expensive, that figure. And then you look at all of the, especially G.I. Joe, all the figures that they made since it started only a couple of years ago, that now they're releasing a third version of the figure in some cases, and only now do they get it right. Do they get the colors you wanted from the cartoon? Do they get the look right? And then it's like you got suckered into buying previous versions that are not as good or not what you really wanted. It's disappointing, you know. And I think in Marvel Legends, it's the same thing, that I expect them to be double dipping, that you cannot trust the first release. Because eventually, a couple of months down the line, they're going to make a better version of the same exact character. And to be honest, I'm not a fan of the shading, this animated look that they're trying to do to the figures. It just, for me, it doesn't translate. I want to avoid that stuff. But, you know, that's just a very simple way to get a cash grab, to sell you the same figure again, people. And so that's my issue, that I don't like this price increase at all. And so that's my thoughts on it. Unfiltered. Let me know what you think. Are you going to buy more figures? For me, it's just going to make me... I'll still buy the figures, but I'm just going to be more picky. You know, in the past year or two, I've really cut down, since I collected this from the start, that I'm going to buy the figures that I really like. I'm going to not buy figures like the new X-Men wave they're making. I don't know that Vulcan character. It's a character I never read growing up. Not buying that figure. The same goes for Darwin. The same goes for that Wolverine with the astonishing costume. It's not his classic look. When in the past, for $20, maybe I would consider one of those figures to buy. It's like, no, you're just automatically checked off the list as not going to buy you. Same goes for the movie figures. I like very few movie figures. If it's Spider-Man related, I'll probably buy it. But other than that, most movie figures do not hold my interest anymore. And I'm getting rid of and selling the figures I had. So that's my thoughts on the movie figures. The game figures have zero interest. Those are not being bought, period. And so that's it. You know, just be more picky, more... I don't know how it's going to affect the buying community the past few years. Even though they're raising prices, will that slowly drive fans away? Or like me, will it make fans who still buy their product a lot, but just going to buy less, you know, and wait it out to see if they get a better version of the same character later on? That's it, guys and gals. If you haven't hit that like button, the thumbs up, or subscribed, hope you consider it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, my friends, and I will talk to you later.